Welcome to the Chief Mack Show. He's walking in the light, teaching truth and wisdom, helping people see what's right. Breaking chains of bondage from the beast system's hold, setting up your trust fund, protecting all your gold. He says it's a great time to be alive, with stem cell patches healing, helping bodies thrive. Watch what you're consuming, be careful what goes in. The battle's all around us, let the transformation begin. Welcome to the Chief Mack Show, another leader of the soul tribe. He will show us the pathway by teaching you how to strive. He will help you with your mind, body, and finances. For freedom is the key. If you're willing to open up your mind and soul, he'll help you break free. He's talking about the transfer, the wealth that's coming through. But if you know your heart ain't right, it won't stay with you. Help your fellow brother, let your spirit lead the way. Or you lose it all as quickly as it came to you that day. Good and evil fighting, spreading plain to see. He opens up his heart and sets the captives free. A spiritual warrior with a mission and a plan. Live in the soul tribe, every woman and every man. Welcome to the Chief Mack, another leader of the soul tribe. He will show us the pathway by teaching you how to strive. He will help you with your mind, body, and finances. For freedom is the key. If you're willing to open up your mind and soul, he'll help you break free. Oh, wills and trust and healing body, mind, and soul. Breaking free from systems that were meant to take control. Compassion is his compass, love is his decree. It's a great time to be alive. Finally see clearly the Chief Mack Show, another lead in the soul tribe, yeah, showing us the pathway, teaching.
So what's going on, guys? What's going on? What's going on? I'm in my sanctuary, guys. How y'all doing? I'm in my sanctuary. Can y'all hear me? Good, good, good. I just want to come in here for a moment, right before I get to my workout, and just talk to you guys because we're right there at the finish line, guys. We're right there at the finish line, and a miracle is getting ready to happen. I was on the phone with some people getting intel, and I'll just say, in my opinion, I'll just say that the rate when they finally bust this thing through, guys, and the raise that you guys see is gonna blow you away. Guys, what's happening for us? It seems impossible, man. What's getting ready to happen for us? It seems impossible, man. That's why a lot of people don't believe us, man. And I'm glad that we're not beat down to the point, and so beat down to the point that we think that something like this is remotely impossible to happen. But it's going to happen, guys. It's the calm before the storm. That was a picture that was floating around. Trump was sitting down. I made posted on my YouTube. I had got this about 4 days, 3 or 4 days ago. Donald Trump, Mr. T was sitting down, and right there to his left, on our right, you see an Iraqi dinar right there. See, everything is about symbolism. This beast system, they have to tell people, but the ones who have eyes to see with and ears to hear with, we can get this stuff, man. We get it. And so I'll just say, when those rates hit, when those rates hit, when the rate hit for the Iraqi dinar, be expected to be blown away. When that rate hit for the Vietnamese dime, be prepared to be blown away. Be prepared. When you see those rates that hit for the $100 trillion gems, be prepared to be blown away. And I'm gonna tell you something. I've been trying to tell y'all for a while to walk in authority, to walk as the kings and queens that you are. That you got to know that. Yeah, you might have gotten your car taken from me, repo. I just talked to maybe like 2 or 3 people just this week alone. Somebody just texted me this morning and said, Chief, they repoed my car just this morning. And she said, it's a relief. She said, no, I don't have to worry about them. But I'm here to tell you that repo, that you're going to get those funds back because the car was paid for already. It was paid for already. So that's a time coming where there's banks that's stealing from you. They think people are stupid. We're not stupid anymore. And yes, the right people are waking up. We're not dumb and stupid anymore. We know that those funds came from our state. We understand that when we come out of being a minority to the age of majority, that we can handle that estate. And we don't need you to be the fiduciary over our estate at our peer because we are on the other side of the water. We're living. That's all you have to do it in a special way to let them know that you're not that straw man, that fictitious corporation, that you are the live, living person, that you came onto land and you're not on water, and that you can handle your own affairs, that you are your own government. You don't need to be governed because government means control, and meant on the end of government means mental. So it's controlling your mental. No, we don't. No, we're not sheep. We don't need a shepherd. Many people are in the religious are classified as sheep. I don't want to be a sheep because most sheep are they graze with their head down and they don't see the enemy coming and they get slaughtered. And in the religion they call you guys sheep. It's not a compliment to be called a sheep. Okay, it's not a compliment. So I am just so proud of you guys, man. I just want to come over here, man. That there's a miracle. You see how quiet it is out here? It's quiet. The skies are quiet. See how beautiful it is out here, guys? I'm taking it all in. I'm exercising. I'm drinking more water. I'm doing things because I want to live a long. I want to have a quality of life, and the quality of life don't come just because you think it. It comes because you know it. You believe it. You act it. You constantly speak it, and then you keep any and everything out of your life that's going to pull you away from your happiness. And that's what I'm doing. Let me tell y'all something. A lot of the stuff that I have been saying for years, man, and folks have an issue with me for saying things that's out of the norm of what you're used to hearing. The world is a stage. The world is a Truman show. This world is scripted out in books. The adversary have written in books what they had planned on doing in the future, and they gave you that book and called it scriptures and made you think that these are things that the heavenly so-called the God of the universe wrote down, and it's not true. You guys can see that. I'm a really deep brother, man, and if you ride with me, you get that understanding. You always have to have an open mind. But I'm here to tell you guys that heaven on earth is on its way, because it said, as it is above, so it is below. And while many people were waiting on the rapture to happen, that rapture that you don't want to miss is this wealth transfer. That's the rapture that you don't want to miss. And that a lot of people are going to miss this rapture. Because I'm sorry to tell you that there will never be a rapture coming to snatch you and wish you away from nothing. You are that saving salvation. And all of you guys are going to realize that. I'm sorry to tell you that. Because heaven is being brought to earth and in the form of this wealth transfer, and people who would never supposed to have known anything about this wealth transfer, many of us have found out about it. And we got people coming on board at the last moment. I've helped 3 people in the last 3 days get some foreign currency that just found out about this. I have a lady that tomorrow I'm supposed to be calling, and helping her, walking her through the process of getting some foreign currency. So I'm happy about that. And these are kingdom points that when you do things like this, everything we're doing is being watched. Trust me on that. Everything that we are doing is being watched. Everything that you do, you don't get away with nothing. You have to be one foolish person to think that you're gonna do something ill and wicked and think there's no consequences for that. Because the good that you do, there are good consequences for that. And that's me how I know. Brothers and sisters, I'm here to tell you that when you get this wealth, be on your best behavior. That means that you guard what comes out your mouth, that you're not online saying and anything and allow and letting people gaslight you, guys. You don't have to. Because when you get this wealth right here, one of the number one things you have to do is protect your wealth from being stolen from you. That's one of the number one things our job is. So that's the point. I'm here to talk to you people about how to protect yourself, how to conduct yourself, because yes, the army is coming. And no, you cannot go to the same old people who didn't believe you the first time and try to, no, you don't have any long lost cousins. You're not trying to make friends. No, you're not trying to do that at all. We have to be very careful about who we allow in our lives. It's about to be on the popping. It's about to be on and popping. So be prepared to be shocked. Like I said, I believe January is the month, guys. And the lady that lost the car, the 3 people that lost those cars, and I said, go and get you a purchase order. Get your purchase order, because when you go to the bank with your foreign currencies and the bank buy the foreign currency from you, and the treasury is going to release those funds from that estate into your trust account, and you present that purchase order to them and say, I need you to write me a cashier's check for this amount right here. They're going to write you a cashier's check for that all white Mercedes Benz with the peanut butter interior, to the black on black Range Rover, or that candy apple red Cadillac Escalade with sprinkles and white diamonds with the white seats trimmed in red. How about that? Yes, you deserve to live your most amazing life, and it's going to come. And everything that we have gone through, all the hurt, the pain, the betrayal, all of that, to be well worth it. And that's what I'm proud of. And we're going to come together, the new one percenters, and we're going to cry. We're going to roll our sleeves up, get the business, man, and we're going to live our most amazing life. We're going to get healthier. We're going to break these generational curses off our family. And that should be the goal. That should be the goal, guys. Many of you are going to have to remove yourself from the public aspect of life to the private aspect. You're going to have to do that. And nobody's really talking about that. You can't, listen, you can't be a public citizen with private money. Anytime you got millions, there's nothing about you regular. There's nothing about you average when you have millions. And you shouldn't be over into a public setting to get raped. Because if you are a citizen, you sit in sin, and that's how the enemy has jurisdiction over you because you're sitting in sin as a citizen. So many of you, you need to be working on getting your birth certificate authenticated in your home state that you were born in. And then you do it on the federal level, and that will make you full faith and credit. And then once you become full faith and credit, should be working on getting your diplomatic passport, which will make you either a state national, and that will take you out of citizenship and make you, it'll put you on the do not detain list. There's other paperwork out there, the reason they able to write people tickets and loot your estate because you hadn't said anything about that you're alive. You hadn't told them to shut down the estate from anybody being your fiduciary over it. You hadn't said that. You hadn't stated that. And these are things that need to be done. Nobody else is saying these things because they don't understand it like I do. When you get this type of wealth, and most people who have this kind of wealth, you can go out there and you'll see a Rolls Royce or a Bentley parked in the handicap spot, and they don't get bothered. Nobody bother them. Not when that car's in trust. Because if your car that's paid off is in a trust, there's nothing they can do with it, guys. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that powerful? The rabbit not only has the gun, but the rabbit didn't even have the bullets to go with the gun. Now the rabbit has the bullets to go with the gun. Yep. No more bothering the people. Power to the people. And that's what I'm happy about. That. Hey, more power to the people. And I'm loving that. I'm loving getting out here and making the people aware. I had a guy at the gym that I had spoke to about Brian, brother Brian. You might be on here. I had talked to brother Brian about 3 weeks ago. I said, man, get some foreign currency, man. And I said, listen, get it, man. I said, you want to get it, man. It's not really expensive. And so I came in the gym yesterday, right? So I said, hey, man. I said, did you get that foreign currency? So brother Brian was like, man. He said, man, I got all kind of people be coming up to me about things, man. I ain't got time for, people be scamming, people be saying stuff, man, just how get money, man. I said, listen, I said, Brian, I said, fuck that shit. She's my French guy. I had to look him in his face and shock. I said, this ain't that time right now. I said, I don't want to hear about that. What you talking about? Get your ass some foreign currency because if you see me right up here really soon, you're gonna feel sick. I don't want to hear that. Get your ass some foreign currency. I didn't blink my eye. I said, get your ass some foreign currency. And I ain't trying to hear that, bro. I ain't one of those people right there. Get your ass some foreign currencies, man. Get it. He said, but people are looking. I had to look him in his face and say that. I said, I ain't one of those dudes. Get your ass some foreign currencies, man. Get it. Because if you don't, you're gonna feel sick to your stomach. So he said, well, I'm gonna get it Friday, man. Like I said, you ain't got Friday. You ain't got till Friday. You don't want to even take that chance because when they hit that switch, it's done. So you know what I did? I said, brother, I'll go home. I'll go ahead and order it for you. I'm gonna use my funds right now, and I placed that call with him that night. William hit me up at about 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning and said, I put the order through. And I came to the gym today. I said, you good, bro? That's how I roll. I said, you good? I said, you good? Your currency should be on its way. You get it next week early. And I said, you just hit me back whenever you get it. So that's how I roll. So congratulations, brother John, brother Brian. Uh, we're gonna ride out and we're gonna get a luxury truck or car together, man. And that's what we should be doing. I said, listen, if you want to get it, I'm gonna help you get it. So I feel good about that. He probably on here right now. You got some foreign currency, man. It's on its way, and you will never have to work again, man. You'll be able to spend that time with that son or that daughter that you have. You'll be able to be that hero for your daughter, your son, and that all the lies that were told on you about who you are, you're gonna alchemize that. That's one thing we gotta stop doing. We got women and men that are talking bad about the other parent and trying to turn that child against the parent and not knowing that child needs both parents. We gotta stop that stuff, man. Stop it. But those of us who about to get this wealth, you'll be able to build a dynasty for your child and teach your child the righteous way. Teach your child how the private sector. Teach your child how to handle $1 million, quadruple $1 million estate. You can put your child in your trust as a beneficiary, right? And then if you put your child as a beneficiary into trust, the bank is going to need that child's social security number, right? And when you get them your social, you can then create an account for your child, and you can pay your child monthly from that. From you can pay your child monthly from your estate that account, and you can have however much you want to hit that account for your child to have money that's paid from your trust, from your foundation. You can pay your child account, and they have money, and they could be 13 years old, 13 and up. You can create an account for your child. That's beautiful, guys. So you can add your child to your trust as a beneficiary, and you can create a profile for them to receive money from the trust. Isn't that beautiful, guys? So the custodial parent don't have to get the money. You can shoot the money straight to that child's card where they can get it. But yeah, this is just a lot of things we're learning, man. At these banks, and we just having a crash course on the private sector, guys. Let me tell y'all something. And for those of you who I got a lot of calls to make today. I'm gonna make some calls tonight when I get off. I'm gonna make some calls tomorrow. So I got you. I see the calls that came through. Those that I hadn't returned, I will return your calls. So I'm gonna spend at least 3-4 hours just sitting down, taking my time making calls. I have things that I'm doing and paperwork that I have to file for other people. So I have to, balance that stuff out. But I'm on the move, guys. I'm doing some exciting things. I'm excited about life. I'm excited not only what's going to happen to me, but happen to us as a unit, man, that we were chosen, man. And a lot of our families doubted us. I talked to a lady, she said none of her siblings, her niece and nephew, none of them called her back about the foreign currency. And she said she's just angry. I get it. They just wasn't chosen, guys. They're not chosen to get it like you are. Hopefully you have enough funds to be able to try to help your family out, the ones that are really attached to you in the righteous way. You have some funds that make them happy. This funds, this wealth is that's not about us. Tell y'all something. We have to protect our wealth at all costs, guys. Why? I'm gonna tell y'all something. Guys, there are some people who transition and there are other people who transcend. When you transcend sin, it means that you don't have to come back down here. You're not you're not incarnated back into this beast system, guys. Okay, that means you have learned your lesson. Before our loved ones that are going to be incarnated back into. For those of you who don't understand what incarnation is like, reincarnated back, start doing more research on it. And this is what they never wanted us to know about incarnation. They have made movies about incarnation, you know, saying that when you transition, you don't want to go back to the light because going back to the light means that you're being rebirthed through that womb. And you wonder why a lot of babies are crying. And the babies nowadays are different. These babies come out. These babies coming out like they upset, like they mad, with their legs crossed, like they just got through smoking a black and mild. Like you got to be damn kidding! I'm back down with this goofy ass family. I mean, babies. They have babies looking with like they just stressed out. A newborn baby, like 6-7 months years old. You got babies walking, climbing out of chest, and just fixing their own bottle. You got babies, man. The babies nowadays are different. They're different. They hit different, man. They Babies talking back to you, man. Looking at you like you crazy. You catch the baby just cussing, then you look at them, they shot something, goo goo gaga. I said, no, I saw you. No, you can't, don't fake it. I saw you cussing. Looking like you want to take a drink and smoke a black and out. I caught you. Don't goo goo gaga me. Things are different, man. Got these pre COVID-19 babies, man. Prepare yourself, guys. Prepare yourself. The world is not the same anymore. The world ain't the same. And you won't be successful over into 5D with a 3D mentality. It's not the same anymore, guys. And there are people out here who are still operating in 3D like the world is the same. The world is not the same. The fiat currency is no longer in existence right now. Banks banks can no longer fractionalize our deposits. They can't do it anymore right now because you can only fractionalize fiat currency, and the fiat currency was created by the United States corporation. And for anybody that may be new here, just know that the United States corporation is not in existence anymore, guys. So anything that that corporation have established and created is going to fall down, guys. So the world that we live in is not going to be the same. There were certain people that the United States corporation was bringing over here to this land, which this land belongs to you so-called black folks. You think you came from Africa? No, you did not. The indigenous people of America and the United States corporation brought people over. It brought people over here on our land and has given them the funds from our deceased loved ones estate. Okay, this may be new talk to you, new conversation, but you'll learn something over here with me. When your mom and dad transitioned, there was a trust estate that's still there. Okay, so what they doing? They pull the interest of that estate that's accruing all these hundreds of millions of dollars of interest. The United States corporation go in there and scam some off that interest, and this is what they're giving to the other nations. These people that come over here who have gas stations. Where do you think they got the money from? Why all of these so-called foreigners got these gas stations? What's going on? We too busy arguing with each other with lack to be paying attention to the people who come over here that's living off our deceased loved ones' estate. Why are all these people having these chains of hotels? Where they get the money from? Why are you guys not asking those questions? Who's giving these people money to corner the market with selling hair? And that's a almost a $1 billion industry right there. Why do we not see enough of us to have these places? Why do you see those so-called melanated people have gas stations? These cleaners here in Atlanta, Georgia, you got the Advocates. They got these tire shops all in Atlanta. They got these most all these tire shops you go to, you see Advocates on them. Who? Where they get these funds from? You guys need to ask yourself that. There's an estate that was started at birth, and they took $1.5 million out of both each parent's estate, which is their birth certificate. That's uh, connected to an unlimited account. Okay, and a social security card is a card, was like a credit card that can pull from that estate. And they shut that down because all of a sudden we're finding out about this right now. But there were people in the 70s and 80s and 90s that were able to, in the late 90s, to utilize this estate. They pay their bills. And all of a sudden, when we started as a whole, started finding out about it, they shut it down, guys. Because this beat system makes money off of people misery and chaos that they start. They got a job, and some of you waking up in the morning at the last minute, and then you get in your car and you rushing to go to work so that you won't be late. And people having accidents, they planned it. They planned it like that. They planned it just right. They got the police out here writing people tickets and people trying to get to court and they fussing and fight. They angry. They nervous. They got anxiety. That's not heaven. That's chaotic. That's chaos. And they got all these people going to court, and every last one of these people are getting robbed blindly from your state. They give you a ticket and they securitize that ticket, become a security, and they pull it from that estate. And you guys don't even know that you're living in a hell, and you don't even know that you're living in a hell. You think that you're going to hell, but you're in it already. Shouldn't be having stress and work no job. Everything that we're doing right now is actually robbing us from our essence and our livelihood and our longevity. What you're doing right there, that stress that you have on your body of having to go to work when you don't feel like going to work, that stress. So many people have gone to work on Monday and have dropped from a heart attack on Monday. Look into it. So right now, guys, heaven on earth is being birthed through us. Some of us have our humanitarian projects. We all have our foundation. Those of you that have done your trust and you have that 508c18 irrevocable trust, which is a foundation in ministry. And no, you do not need a church because the body is the church. We'll be able to give donations to each other, and that becomes a tax write-off. Okay, we'll be able to do that to whoever you want to give a donation to. It becomes a tax write-off, and this is how we keep wealth amongst each other as the new 1%ers, guys. You hear me? I'm thorough at what I was doing. This is how we keep wealth, and this is what they've been doing. They've been doing this 508c18 irrevocable trust. The people on the world stage, and they were giving money to each other to keep the wealth amongst each other. Now we'll be able to do that because the script told you that. It said that the meek is getting ready to inherit the earth, guys. How would you inherit the earth unless you got the wealth? We're gonna have the wealth because the wealth that the rich got, they stole from the people. It said the world was turned over to the wicked. So the wicked are in charge for just a little bit right now. It's an amazing time to be alive because we get ready to go from first, guys, to from last. We're getting ready to be first and not the letters, the letters, not the borrows. That's power. That's influence and that's control. So we gotta get this required, guys. Are y'all ready to live some amazing life? Put some ones here and speak out. You shouldn't have any envy, malice. You should be worried about somebody looking better than you or doing better than you because you have to compete with yourself and you have to stop looking at over to your left and to your right at other people's. And you need to be the best that you can be and stop worrying about the next man and woman. And that's people's problems. People get mad and angry because they feel like somebody look better than them. They feel like somebody's doing better than them. So then they get gaslighted and they start focusing on other people instead of focusing on that inner man. And that's people's damn problem. When you can become the victor over being the victim, and you start getting rid of that hate, that envy, malice, and jealousy out your heart, and find the masterpiece of you by looking at you and only you, then that's when your life changes. Because all the energy that can be put back into self, you're giving to somebody else, worried about because you're trying to compete with them when you should have been competing with yourself. You are your own worst enemy, or you can be your best thing happening. The choice is yours. The choice is yours. I'm not envious or jealous of anybody. Why? Because I'm focused on me. I'm a gym, exercising, working out. Because I have done these things, and you can do the same thing. Because I have done these things, when I speak, I'm manifesting things. I'm manifesting things today. You can speak things with power and manifest whatever you want to happen in your life. The time is now for manifestation to happen right now. It's manifestation time right now. But anybody, what it is that folks get angry because they're not able to manifest in their lives what you can. It's because they're still operating with chaos and confusion. The Great Spirit can operate in a heart that's indecisive. No. So that's what people do. They get mad at you. Then they want to try to cast spells your way to try to trip you up. But when you try to cast a spell of some voodoo on the righteous, it backfires. And that spell comes right back on you 10 times fold. That's why the Great Spirit said, touch not my anointed ones, do my prophets no harm. Because the prophets and the anointed ones are here on assignment. How many people are here on assignment? Are you living or are you just existing? Which one are you? Are you living or are you just existing? I'm living my most amazing life. I'm not existing. I'm out here making a difference in life. I'm making a difference in a lot of people's life. So that makes me feel fulfilled. And that's what we got to get to that point. Because those of us who are going to get this wealth, we got work to do. We got work to do. I'm living. I'm not just existing. Come out of just existing and start living. And that's when you start finding the masterpiece in you. And then when you work hard, you get to play hard too. So it's quiet, guys. It's a quiet, decent, cool day out here in Atlanta. And we're going to wake up one day soon and they're going to hit that switch and it's going to get real. It's going to get real out here. Get your affairs in order, guys. Get your affairs in order. You decided to buy you a house in cash, and that house you buy cash, you put that house in its own private trust. Nobody should be putting anything else in your account, that your trust account that's connected to the bank, because you don't want to put that on the record. When you put your house, your land, or car in a trust, that particular trust has to be registered because you want them to know that this house, this car, or this land is in trust. Okay, so the rich and the wealthy have several different trusts. Those of you who have got that one trust for me, that trust is for the when you take your foreign currency to the bank and they dump those credits, those rainbow back notes in that account. You wanted to hit that trust, okay? But this is just the first of many different trusts. Sometimes you may want to have 10, 15 different trusts. But as you accumulate more assets, those assets will be in the individualized trust. You got there about two houses at one time. You can put both those houses in the trust through a Schedule A, and keep it moving. You got there buy two. You can go out there and buy a fleet of cars, maybe three, four cars. If you buy the cars at the same time, you can take all those cars and put them in that one foundation. Those cars would be a part of that foundation and trust. Okay? That's how you do it. You get a purchase order on four vehicles, and the rich and the wealthy, they buy fleets of cars. Okay? And if you buy them at the same time, you can put those 4 or 5 cars in that one trust and make them trust property. Okay? That's just so you know that right there. So it's a beautiful time, man. Nobody ever thought, man, look at your life. Look at your life 4 or 5 years ago. You were hopeless. There was no remedy in your life. Here he is 4 or 5 years later. Here he is, you got foreign currency. You got your trust account set up, and you're learning about the private sector. Many of you have your humanitarian project set up right now. And for those of you who want to get a humanitarian project drawn up, I can get that done for you. Just let me know what it is that maybe it's to feed the homeless, maybe it's the battered women or whatever your draw. We can materialize that and bring it to life. If you have a humanitarian project, they're going to give you more credits on top of your foreign currency, and that extra that's coming to you is coming out your state. They're going to pay that to you out of your state. Okay, guys. So at this point, there really should be any haters right now. People. And if we see people still operating in hate and envy and malice, just know that person is going to repeat this hell because you really shouldn't be angry and having any malice. You should be so happy. You should wake up in the morning and say, man, I look good. Take whatever outfit you have and just get dressed up, man, and just walk around and be unbothered. Just walk like be unbothered, man. Just smile and just know that you are wealthy and nobody can bother you. Be unbothered, man. Walk around. Look, you see, I stay fresh, man. I got burnt orange on. I got my burnt orange shoes. I got the burnt orange shirt. You know, I feel good about myself. Now that may trigger somebody because I'm happy and I stay fly. It may trigger somebody. But somebody else who got it going on, like I do, it won't trigger them. It's just, I'm just here to encourage you, man. I don't look like what I've been through. I knew that one day, I knew that it was going to be my time and my season. I knew it. And the favor is up on my life. I knew it. It ain't me alone that's doing this, guys. It ain't me. I don't take the credit for the favor in my life like that. It ain't me alone. Sometimes people get mad at the favor upon people's lives, but you don't be knowing what these people did behind in darkness. You don't know. You don't know these things. You don't see the people feeding the homeless. You don't see the people speaking life to the homeless. You don't see at night when the people just crying out and praying for a miracle to happen in their life. You don't see the impact that person is that want wealth and righteousness for the whole family. You don't see these things, and you come against people like this, and these people have been mandated, and that's why these to do a will and a work on earth. And you come against that person, and you're not coming against that person. You come against an assignment on that person's life. And when you come against a person that has an assignment in his life, you got hell to pay. And that's why a lot of people are coming against people who are here on assignment, and you're trying to interrupt that assignment with lies, deceit, and deception, and you're going to get your ass tore up in the spiritual realm. And then these spirits that are walking around here, because this is hell. And if you open yourself up to these spirits and you bothering people you should be bothering, and all of a sudden now your hair falling out, now you look like buckwheat, you don't know what's going on with you. You seeing things, and you seeing things at nighttime. People are going through these things. I'm telling you that, and this is that hell for that person. Leave folks alone because everybody ain't just a regular person. Some of these people are here on assignment. I'm one of them. And when you're here on assignment, now you have passed the test because that which you have been mandated to do, you did it with flying colors. You've been lied on, you've been talked about, you've been ridiculed, persecuted, defamed, mocked, teased, all of that, and it didn't take any root in you, and you're still rising up to who you are today. And right now, your family and people that think they know you are getting ready to be baffled when you ride good and eating good. If your shoes ain't bite, you ain't wearing it. If you got wood, grain, and leather, through your cars, man. You ride on something nice. And they're gonna be looking at you like you're crazy because how did he make it? How did she make it? She's not supposed to be smiling and happy like that because I ain't smile. I can't smile and I can't be happy. How is he smiling? And all these lies were told on him. And he's just moving the way he's moving, smiling and profiling. How is she doing that? Because it wasn't you that they were fighting against. It was that force within you that they were fighting against. And this is what we got to remember. Always remember that, guys. Know that if you get this wealth right here, that that's only still 1% of the people that's participating in this wealth transfer. Because there's too many people that don't believe this. And I'll say that the people who didn't believe, they better hope that they have a person in their family who's a 5D righteous person, chosen one. Because you can be that one nucleus in that family to change the trajectory of your family's life, man. The whole goal is to break those generational curses, brothers and sisters. That's the whole goal. And life can be beautiful. This life can be a vapor, brothers and sisters. It can be a vapor. You can be here one moment and gone the next moment. Gratitude is tremendously important. You got to always show gratitude and be happy, man. Because don't nobody owe you nothing but you. You're the one who owes yourself something. And if you think like that, you'll stop being so, your skin won't be as thin. You'll know that you are the creator of the happiness in your life. Only you. If you can't be happy by yourself, then what makes you think you'll be happy with somebody else? Hmm? And if you can't be by yourself without being alone, then you should be with somebody because you still can be alone with somebody. Huh? And this is the thing we have to work on. Because if you get somebody and you hadn't done that soul search like that, you would destroy that person. Because what's in you would come out, and then it come out on somebody else. So that's the things we should be working on. We should be trying to be in a relationship with anybody, whether it's platonic or anything else like that. You should be doing the shadow work, the soul search, empty your hearts out from the trash, become that new man, the new woman, be resurrected and born again, and you don't have anything to do with Sunday service, man. Because you got plenty of people going to Sunday service who still some of the most wicked and nastiest people you can know, man. I'm talking about that spiritual cleansing. No, you're not that little boy or that little girl that was tampered with, that was betrayed, that was hurt by the very people that were supposed to be protecting you. You're not that little girl, that little boy anymore. You're grown. Shed that stuff off, man. I didn't say forget it, but shed it off and walk in righteousness, man, and become that new person. I speak that over you guys, man. I am happy with my life because I know that I'm chosen. That no weapon are formed against us and prosper, guys. I'm happy. With this amount of wealth, you need to have your head cleared, guys. Have your head cleared. I want to see something. I want to see you guys. When this thing happens, I'm gonna put together an event, and I want it's just gonna be so beautiful, man. We never thought that this could be true. This is actually truly heaven on earth. How many of you guys, by ones in the comments, how many of you guys have tried to tell family members and friends about this, and they just look at you like a deer in headlights? How many of you, put some ones in the chat, how many of you have gone out there and tried to share this with people, and they just look at you like a deer in headlights? How many of you guys? You tried to warn people, hey man, get some foreign currency, get this, get that, and they just say this is just, it's just too good to be true. How many of you have told people, guys? How many of you have pleaded with people, get some foreign currency, and they just can't handle it, man? And if you have told so many people about this, and they just look at you like a deer in headlights and have that smile on their face like they got a gun put to them, and they didn't do anything like that, and you made the decision to get some foreign currency, then you are special. Consider yourself special, and consider that everything that you've gone through and every tongue that have come against you in the lies, deceit, deception, and try to make you feel less than who you are, those days are gone. They're not going to be here too much longer. Could you imagine these people? And that's why you're going to have to, you know, protect yourself. These people seeing you live your most amazing life after you have told them to get some foreign currency. Could you imagine how they're going to feel? Do you think you really can trust people? Do you think you really can trust people like that to be around you? Huh? And you ain't got to go to work, and you can ride whichever car. You can do your any, mini, miny, mo, catch a light, and then pick whatever car you want to drive for the week. Oh, okay, I'm gonna drive the Rolls today. You wake up the next day, any, mini, miny, mo. Oh, I'm gonna drive the Land Rover. Oh, the next day, the Mercedes, S Class or the Maybach. The next day, the Ferrari. Huh? You say to yourself, hey, I want to go to Chicago. You got an investment property in Chicago. You got an investment property in New York. You got an investment property in Florida. This is what's going to happen, guys. Huh? This is what's getting ready to happen. And you don't want these same person all of a sudden trying to call you. Oh, man, what's going on, man? Oh, man, I was just tripping, man. I was going through something. Well, I'm sorry, man. You can go, you can go ahead and trip on out of here. I'm good over here. No, I'm good. No, I told a lot of people about the foreign currency, and then people act like you did something to them. They act like you. They people act like you to cuss them out because you said get some foreign currency. The people here who have gotten foreign currency, that's the kind of people I want to be around. I want to hang around you guys. Guys, many of us that got the trust for me, we can start donating to each other. We can come together and we can take about $2 million and then make an investment together. You can get, chill, guys. You can guys get a franchise restaurant, whatever you want to do. You can get. They got a lot of new franchises out here that are materializing out of here that you can put a million or two together and have an investment property together. We can do these things, guys. We can go to a top tier restaurant and we can start fighting over who gonna pay the bill. No, I paid it 3 times already. No, let me pay it this time. That's what kind of fights we're gonna have. Fighting over to pay the bill. Get used to it, guys. Get used to it. I believe, like, in my opinion, January is the month. Prepare yourself. There's things happening. Trump just, I found out that uh, Greenland is a part of the United States right now. They supposed to be receiving tariff money. The price of silver has right there at $100, just about. They ran out of copper. Rumors of war. Guys, we just about ready. When it happens, I'm gonna be like Frank 26. And Frank, let me tell you something, buddy. I look damn good in the suit too, man. I look pretty good in the suit. If some of you hadn't seen me in the suit, I'm a post. I'll put a suit on these 50-inch shoulders than a 36-inch waist, man, and get that baby cut up right, man, with the Rolex on, and then the shoes that's bite, whether it's crocodile, eel, lizard, hell, black widow, they bite too. Frank, Chief Mack get right in a suit, man. And I get that suit cut across this body, man. I don't know if that man can look. If you know a man that look better than me in his suit, let me know. I'll give you $100. Chief Mack don't play. Uh, Make it happen for yourself, guys. Our redemption is near, man. I just want to laugh and have fun, man. Hey, the gentleman on Dr. Kid's show right before we came here, he gave me some props, man. And I just want to say, I appreciate you, brother. My mom, when we were children, guys, my mom told my brothers and sisters and I that she didn't want no children that look like bums. When I grew up in the house with my brothers and sisters, that was time we shared underwear, we shared socks, guys. I'm telling you, when you grow up in that big house, you know, my mom washed those underwear, they clean. We just, we shared. Then, we had to love each other. My mom said, "Don't go out here and make any of our friends. When I had all y'all children, y'all can be friends with each other. Don't go out there and think you're gonna treat somebody better than you treat your brothers and sisters, man." And I wanted to get back to those days where we're having family reunions, guys. That's the family reunions are an indigenous thing that we did, having here. And I just want to get back to these days, man, where we just loving on each other, man, and having enough wealth to build that family dynasty and legacy and tradition back, man. And that's what I'm happy what I have done myself personally with my brothers and sisters. I'm here today to tell you guys that because of me, that my brothers and sisters this year would never have to work a job again. And I made sure of that. Okay. I made sure that my siblings won't have to work another job again because I made sure that I got that some foreign currency. I'm glad that the Creator have put me in position that chose me to be that golden child of the family. They entrusted me that I won't leave my siblings behind. You know, uh, because a lot of people don't care about other people that much. But I did. I got my brothers and sisters some foreign currency. And some of my brothers, they may be on here creeping or listening. I know you on here watching me, sister or brother. Your brother got it going on. Your brother love you enough to do that for you. And mark my words, when it happens, I'll be seeing you guys, and I gotta say, you get a car, you get a car, you get a car, right? Mark my words. So I've done these things. So these are the things we want to do. I had mentioned the foreign currency to my siblings about 3.5. I said I'm gonna try about 3.5, 4 months ago, and I mentioned to them. They looked at me like a deer in headlights. I got angry. I get it. I know you guys. I got angry. My baby brother, like he's just so smart, and he's analytical. Okay, what's the guy's name? But what's the? I almost wanted to cuss. I said, "Hey," and then the Great Spirit gave me some correction, and it said they weren't meant to get it. He gave me some correct, and that's what I love about me is I hear those corrections. He said they weren't meant to get it. I got chastised, and I said, that's what I said. Let me go ahead and get them some foreign currency because they wasn't meant to get it like you are. You are that one that was sent, and I'm gonna put you in position where you have the finance to get them some foreign currency themselves. Because I don't want them to ask me for nothing. I want them to have their own. So I've done these things. I've gotten my siblings some foreign currency, and I have got a plethora of other people foreign currency as well. When this thing happens, I got a homeless friend that lives behind a building. Every time I see him, I break him off some funds, and he won't be homeless soon. Cause I'm gonna come snatch him up, we can clean him up real good. And this man has been on the streets since I've been on for over 11 years. Brother Henry, and I saw Brother Henry. I see him at the Whole Food store, and every time I see him, I break him off at least $100. And I said, Henry, we don't have long. I actually got a video I'm gonna post on YouTube, show you Brother Henry. Brother Henry talking about. I love him like a brother, and I can't wait to get that snatch that brother off the street. I got several people that been living hard lives on the street, and I'm ready to snatch him up. Isn't that beautiful, guys? You'll be in that position to go out there and help out those who weren't able to help themselves. That's the beauty about it, man. I just wanted to get on here and talk to y'all. Say I love you, man. I'm excited about life, man. Life can be a vapor, man. I just want to we'll be put in position, man, to live our heaven on earth, man. I just want to come in here and encourage you guys, say, keep on fighting, keep on pushing, man. Don't give up, man. Don't give up, man. Just keep fighting, keep driving, man. Pray without cease, man. Because it makes a difference, man. It truly makes a difference. And I'm saying that because of me and my life. Many of us don't look like what we've been through, guys. And keep fighting. And pretty soon, like a thief in the night, they're going to hit that switch, man. And that foreign currency that a lot of people did believe in, that a lot of people just can't find in their heart, they just look right past it because they've been through so much in their life that it turned them over to a strong delusion, man, and a reprobated mind. And you didn't. There's something special about us, man, that, we latched on to this thing and got some foreign currency at the 11th hour. I'm proud of you guys, man. I'm truly proud of you guys. Guys, continue to keep me lifted in prayer. Continue to send a high vibration toward my way because I have a lot of people dependent on me, guys, and it's not easy. That's a lot of people jealous of people when you find a masterpiece in you. You look good while you're doing it. You get a lot of envy and hate towards your way. But I'm a righteous brother. I have had things said about me, the most horrific lies have been said about me, and the people who said it looking like clowns right now because none of it took root. So I'm here to tell you just to keep on moving forward. Somebody can say whatever they want to say about you, but it's not going to stick when you're righteous, man. I'm speaking for example. So keep your head up. Those of you who want a trust from me, be prepared to pay the $75 consultation fee. You can email me at unityinmotion45 at yahoo.com. That's UNITYMOTION, the number 45 at yahoo.com. For those of you who wants a humanitarian project, they're going to give you more on top of what you have. You got to be ready to roll your sleeves up and hit these streets, man, and build a kingdom on earth for those that have been experiencing hell for a long time on the streets, homeless, man. We want to get drugs off these streets, man, by this beach system, creating drugs and got our people strung out on drugs, man, and people tied to spirits. We want to speak that ancient language and pray these spirits out these people, man, and so they can live a life, man, and find their families, man, and be loved on. They deserve it too, man. So I just want to say, y'all take care. This is your brother Chief Mack. I bring to you nothing but the truth, man. And heaven on earth is on its way, guys. You got to say it. Heaven on earth is on its way. Okay, guys. You gotta say it to yourself. You gotta know. You gotta believe it. You gotta say it. Heaven on earth is on its way.
Power on.
Heaven on earth is on its way. Okay, say that. It's your brother Cheek Mac. I got nothing but the most love, honor, and respect for you guys. God, go out there and win. If you don't have any foreign currency,
Welcome to the Chief
$50 can
Mack
change your
Show.
life.
He's walking in the light, teaching truth and wisdom, helping people see what's right. Breaking chains of bondage from the beast system's hold. Setting up your trust fund, protecting all your gold. He says it's a great time to be alive. With stem cell patches healing, helping bodies thrive. Watch what you're consuming. Be careful what goes in. Battles all around us. Let the transformation begin. Welcome to the Chief Mack Show. Another leader of the soul tribe. He will show us the pathway. By teaching you how to strive, he will help you with your mind, body, and finances. Oh, freedom is the key. If you're willing to open up your mind and soul, he'll help you break free. He's talking about the transfer, the wealth that's coming through. But if you know your heart ain't right, it won't stay with you. Help your fellow brother, let your spirit lead the way. Or you lose it all as quickly as it came to you that day. Good and evil fighting, it's written plain to see. He opens up his heart and sets the captives free. A spiritual warrior with a mission and a plan. Living the soul tribe, every woman and every man. Welcome to the Chief Mack, another leader of the soul tribe. He will show us the pathway. By teaching you how to strive, he will help you with your mind, body, and finances. Oh, freedom is the key. If you're willing to open up your mind and soul, he'll help you break free. Oh, wills and trust and healing body, mind, and soul. Breaking free from systems that were meant to take control. Compassion is his compass, love is his decree. It's a great time to be alive. Finally see clearly the Chief Mack Show. Another lead in the soul tribe, yeah. Showing us the pathway, teaching us to rise. Get your heart right with the Father. Let your light shine through. Transformation's coming, and it starts with me and you. It's a great time to be alive. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Chief Mack and the Soul Tribe, helping those who help them show. Please welcome to the Chief Mack Show. That you help them show. Yeah. Please welcome to the Chief Mack Show. Helping those who help them show. Please welcome to the Chief Mack Show. Hey, what a great time to be alive.